YouTube as cover for small business. One of the most pressing points that I have had recently with a business I'm working with is they do not have very good reviews online. With one tip that I did give them was I think they should front load their other social medias. Why would you care about just maybe what a few other, Google reviews had to say, where it's like, can I help you with your website, with your photos? Because everyone will always have these, like, whether or not true, these complaints about companies. They weren't treating me right. I showed up to late work 5 minutes. They were firing me. But like, some things are true. I'm not saying that these are true, right? But what I did say is, like, especially in the age of social media, small businesses, they don't want to do this. They don't want to look at themselves and say, my media is horrible. No wonder everyone believes what people are saying about my business, because frankly, I have not put enough money into my business. I don't think small businesses are willing to accept that. And small businesses still have the attitude, which is fair, that they've lasted in so long and people have too much ability to criticize what they do. But there's two parties here, right? Instead of focusing on why your reviews are so bad, as horrible as that sounds and going against people's logic here, why don't you focus on what can make you look actually better? I've seen businesses with fantastic graphics, right? All kinds of, they have everything going for them as a new and up and coming business. But what they lack is they think they can just get away with one new photo on Instagram and that this will change, like, how people perceive them, which is just not the case. Check the link in the description if you're a small business and you're interested in growing some of your growth. Last time I'll plug this. Moving on. I have also not been eating at small businesses for a few reasons, but one mainly is none of the imagery is appetizing when I go to look at what I could possibly be getting. $40 for the sushi or something, it's just like mediocre. So I think that the response nowadays is to be really hard on your small employees, be very grumpy that the world is against you. And it kind of flips on its side, right? Where people who have always kind of made their way out of things like poverty, and really made a name for themselves, what they always had was a really optimistic attitude, right? So part of the consulting journey that I do have is changing that mindset, because a lot of people with money and resources are losing money because they do not have a very good mindset. I've worked with somebody recently who has said something very hurtful, and I've done like a lot of work. I'd even say some pro bono, right? That's why I charge so much now. And that they would have gotten the results they would have gotten if because of investment. That was it. Just because they've invested, not about the parts of the investment, but just that it was a blanket investment. Can you imagine if you worked on anything with a team and anyone higher up who really didn't touch anything said it was because of investment? Kind of insane to think about. That's the kind of attitude that I really think deters people, is put my guard up. That's where starting the YouTube channel has come, was from a lot of these experiences and working with people who have a lot of things at stake. And, but think about this comparisons. Everything I kind of explained here does have a connection. Really fascinating stuff. Thank you for watching this video tonight, and I look forward to posting more this week. Thanks again.